You pretty good at financial credit stuff, right?
Yes.
So I went and opened up a bank account recently because I'm trying to be responsible, and I really need to be more responsible because my fiance is really responsible.
Okay.
So when I found out how responsible she was, it really made me realize how childish I am. So I'm really glad this person sent this email in. So I wanted to do my bank account shit, and they was like, all right, we need to run your credit. And I really started getting nervous because I ain't never put nothing on my credit or nothing. They came back and was like, oh, your credit is not good and it's not bad. It's 0.
Well, it's not necessarily 0. You have a credit score, but you don't have anything negative, reflecting negative on your credit.
So I'm not a negative person like that.
Oh, you're not a negative person?
No, not on my show. So, all right, so what is the best way for somebody who doesn't have bad credit, just low credit? Is there a difference between bad credit and low credit?
Say if it's on a scale, say if you have 500 points, that's a low credit score. High 700s, 800s, that's a high credit score. So it's like if we're talking about bad credit, it's going to be a lower number. And if it's going to be 700s, 800s, then that's a high credit score. So that's a good credit score.
So would it be easier to take a 500 that has no negative on it
and take it to a 700? I could probably take it to a 700 3 to 6 months, realistically.
You could take my credit score from 0 to 5, 0 or 5, whatever it is, to a higher number, significantly higher, if there's not any negative integers on it.
I mean, either way, even if you have the negative stuff, I could. We work to take the negative stuff off, but we also show you how to build good credit.
My man, that's what's up. So, all right,
fucked up.
So do you know?
I don't even know what my shit is.
You don't know what your shit is? What's your shit?
I'm high 600s.
Okay.
My score like 225.
It was
225.
It was
Might
like
be
700
3
until
now.
I bought a house.
You want to buy a house?
No, I already bought a. Yeah, I've already
Your
bought a
mama
house.
put your name in something?
My daddy.
All right, So speaking of that,
You fucked up.
so all right, so what if somebody what if somebody's parents put their name on something and didn't pay it? How do they get that off?
What we do on that point is we contact the creditors who show the negative report, and then we make them prove that you're the one who took out that loan or signed up for, enrolled in whatever they have you signed up for, and they have to prove that you actually owe that money.
Right. So if it was in 86 and I was born in 86, they'd be like, you can't
There's
prove
no
it.
way.
that's
Right.
right.
Prove it wasn't him.
Oh, well, it was before I turned 18, and it couldn't have been.
It couldn't have been me.
Out the gate,
Okay, so
calling you.
what was you about to ask, Don?
I want to know
credit?
how I can, because my credit score medium. I guess you would say medium. How can I get it from medium back up to high?
Yeah, what's a good way to do that?
Building good credit. Okay, so here's the one way that you could get it to grow your credit with just organically. If you have a credit card, have less than 10% on that credit card. If you have a $1,000 limit and you have $500, $800, that starts to begin to reflect negatively on your credit score. That brings your credit score down.
For some reason, I spaced out. Every time I hear something important, I space out.
If you have $1,000 credit limit on a credit card,
Right.
and you have over 10% or over 20%, really, it starts to reflect negatively on your credit
So
score.
so what you're saying, if you have more than 20%, what did you say? 20%.
If you got
If it's
$1,000
higher.
and you got $500 you use
It's negative.
on it,
It's
Yeah.
negative.
It starts to
higher
show
your
negative.
balance,
Okay.
If you keep it around 10%, it starts to reflect positively on your credit score. And then, but if you have $1,000 credit limit and you have 0, that also reflects negatively on your credit score.
Damn it, man.
Because because it's not building
Yeah,
credit.
it's not
You're
even building. All right, so
That's-
what is? Or you got another question?
No, I
because
was
you
gonna
don't
say
want to hear that's working on your credit.
that's how I
I've
built
been
my credit
finessing all my
when I
life,
was
man,
in.
and
Yeah, I'm a
college.
finesse king.
I've been
I just been
finessing my
moving and shaking.
just
So
gotta
that's
learn how to
bad.
pay it
I'm gonna
off.
get to it one day.
So that's really bad to go through your whole 20s just finessing. Because
Just
my
finessing.
thing is, I just been buying whatever I wanted, and I don't put it on credit.
Nothing's in my
because I don't
name.
like anybody calling me, and I really don't even like Sally Mae calling me. Like I really don't like my phone ringing.
I heard her calling
And
me.
Sally Mae is the person who calls me the most, and then not now because I pay my shit, so they don't call me no more.
Oh, do you want me to? Okay, I'm going to give you some information, and you can never say that I told you this. Okay, so Sally
But
Mae
it's on the
sold.
podcast. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Sally Mae sold everything to Navient.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's this thing called DLA. It's the date of last activity.
Mm-hmm.
If you go a certain period of time without paying on those, if you take their phone call and make a $5 payment, the date of activity reenacts your debt. So if the law says I have 5 years to pay this, and if I don't pay it off in 5 years, they have to take it off my credit report. And that's why they always stress you out. Oh, you know what? Just set up a $5 payment, $20 payment, $25 payment, because the time you pay that $25, you make one payment, it reenacts the statute of limitations to that point in time. So if I haven't made a payment in 5 years, I'm speaking, I don't know exact term, I think right now it's 5 years or 7 years. If you didn't make a payment on that loan,
it's not on my credit.
It's not on your credit.
It'll stay on there. But what I do is I contact the credit bureaus and I show the statute of limitations has exceeded, and that needs to be removed from your credit report negatively. Now, and here's another thing that the Sallie Mae did that was illegal is they started showing, if you look at your credit report and you see loan. Now, you have like 20 different lines of credit, 20 different loans, but actually that was just one student loan for school, and they just dispersed it in different times. So that was another illegal thing that actually brings your credit score down. And if you fix those things, then your credit score goes up.
Ooh,
Man, you dropping knowledge on this credit.
Found another finesse. That's why that bitch ain't called me.
So,
I'm sick of these fucking
but shouldn't you
loans.
just pay it off though? Like, shouldn't you just start paying it off? Because I mean, eventually you're gonna have to deal with it, right?
He just said.
Like I said,
don't have to
It's
pay.
not gonna be on your credit, but you're still gonna have to pay.
But if you call
It's
him,
gone.
he gonna get it took off.
Like
If you ain't
that's
paid for it.
gone.
Skirt.
And then
Whoa. I'm
If-
not gonna sit here and allow y'all to
I
get
am.
me this excited about.
You
know.
better get excited,
I know.
nigga, because I'm excited.
Because Keenan is on it,
Hey.
and he needs it. And I know a lot of people that listening to this podcast have been avoiding Sallie Mae's calls like they mama
And
calling.
if it's been
Fuck
5
them
years,
for
and if it's been 5 years, bitch, give him a
Man,
call.
Fuck them bitches.
Fuck out of here.
I've been paying
Even if-
$95 motherfucking dollars a goddamn month, and they still took my shit, my motherfucking taxes.
You got like
because you in a
years.
rehabilitation stage, and once your rehabilitation thing is over, that's when they won't take it no more. But
Yeah.
They can. Boy,
so I should have never paid. I should have never started my payments.
I should.
I leave it up to you. I'm not going to tell you you should have never paid
I
it
should've
because character says, hey, you took the loan out. You should
I
have
don't give
paid
a goddamn
I
about
don't-
a character.
Fuck character. Get
Yeah,
this
I
off
don't
my
give a fuck
shit.
about
They
character.
tricked me into taking them loans.
Y'all tricked me and
Yeah, they
definitely
really did.
tricked me
Yeah.
into taking them motherfuckers.
And the other
Y'all
thing is,
done made me take
if you
them.
look at the difference, even is it a private loan or is it a subsidized loan? If they really explain those things to you,
Hell no.
and
They just said this one right here gonna get you in here.
They said you need this much
This
to
one
do
right here gonna get you in school.
and this is what we need from
Lowest of kings.
and we gonna give you
and
this.
then they try to make you
And
to
then
take
you
out
get
the
this
largest
refund check.
Yep, and then they get you with the hey, you take out this much more, and
get this much
live
more.
off that.
And that's what they
So
did.
so all right. So this
Bitches.
is so
I
we
hate
got
fucking school.
Man.
so we got I'm on Snapchat right now. Follow me, THA Famous
Snappity
Nobody.
snap.
I asked everybody in here to Snapchat, but
Follow
they don't
me
listen to me. They
at
don't fuck
DJ
with me.
Boogie Bang.
No, don't follow him
snap.
because
I'll
unless
be
they snap
snapping. I
ignorant
didn't snap.
philosophy, don't tell them to follow you on ignorant philosophy. That's the new rule.
Ignorant Philosophy got a Snapchat page, or does the Famous Nobody have a
Right.
Snapchat?
I said if you don't tell them if you don't snap ignorant philosophy on your Snapchat, don't tell ignorant philosophy to follow you on your Snapchat. That's what I just said.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because I ain't
All
put
right,
the
so
show
now-
on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Don't act like I don't do it though.
No, we ain't worried about that.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
care
We're talking about now. We're talking about right
We
now.
talking about right now.
I'm gonna put this on Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat at DJ Boogie Bang. We'll give
So
a clip.
we have a lot of people that have just graduated college, that have graduated college, that dropped out of college because they couldn't afford to pay college anymore. First of all, they need to find out how to contact you, but we're going to put all of that in the information. But we trying to figure out how we can go about getting some of these loans expunged or taken off or and build our credit at the same exact time.
right.
At the same time.
At the same
Yeah.
time. So what is first take us through the student loan thing. What should somebody do that's going through that situation that might not have the money, that might not make enough money? Because I remember when I was working and I was making $10 an hour at Whole Foods and they was taking shit out of and I couldn't pay it and I couldn't
Yeah.
even pay rent. So that's the reason I got fired from Whole Foods, because I started stealing food from the hot bar because I was hungry as hell and I couldn't afford to pay. I couldn't afford. That's just me. That's why I say I don't give a fuck about no character. If I'm hungry, I'm just gonna take this shit.
I feel you.
So, what is the best way that people can go about rehabilitating themselves.
There's several options that they have. I mean, if it's something that's current, we could contact the lenders, consolidate the loans. There's several programs that they could enter, but it's always going to be on a by case,
right?
By case situation.
It's not the same everyone.
Yeah, because I mean, some might have something from 5 years ago, some might be from 7 years ago, some might be now, and then they can't afford to pay it, and some that they really want to pay it off. But we could get you into programs to defer your loans so that you don't have to pay anything right now. And then there's one program that we do that we could get you into deferment. You don't have to make another payment for an entire year, and then you come back, and then we look at your financial situation a year later, and then we see if we could put you back onto that to defer all of the loan for another year. Or we could go, if it's something old and you just want to get it off, we could see what we can get taken off of your credit report to show that you didn't make any payments on this, or by we look at the specific laws that say that we can get rid of this or kick this one off. But then we also look at how can we consolidate all of the loans that you have. Yeah.
Keenan's phone is doing.
We trying to learn. I really was lost 5 minutes ago. We started using words.
What? Defer is pushback.
Oh, I figured.
Yeah, I know about that. I know
my
about
hairline
that.
is getting deferred real quick.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I used to hit them with them all the time.
The
They got
defers.
tired of that.
Defer my shit.
they ain't want no more deferred.
They was like,
Please and
nigga,
thank
hey,
you.
My coat is made of defer. You feel me?
what you got? What
So
you got, nigga? We need some money, basically.
What exactly you said? Get a credit card. What else to do to build credit? So for people that don't have credit, what do they need to do to build their credit?
Other lines of credit, just like that. A car would build your credit,
credit
but
card.
A car, a credit card, any lines
Cell
of
phone.
cell that someone will give you. Cell phone actually helps.
cell phone,
help.
yeah.
That's what helped me get my
That's all I
first one.
got in my car.
Lines of credit, but also when you
In an
start
apartment.
showing that you're responsible with those lines of credit, does your credit score go up? So if you have $1,000 credit card and you have it maxed out, that's not going to help you at all. It's going to hurt your credit score. If you have water bills,
Right.
cable bills,
Any bills.
So if you get a credit card, your best bet is to max it out and pay it off, and that'll help you.
Not
more.
necessarily max it out.
I mean,
20%.
just pay it.
No, just
put something
buy
on it,
something
pay
and
it
then
just
pay it
buy something
off.
and pay it
If you
off.
have the money, if you know,
Well, not
like you
necessarily
said, you
pay it
buy
off.
everything.
Leave something on. Don't necessarily pay it all the way off. You have to leave 10% on that card, so it's showing that you're using that credit. So, say if I go and fill up gas, I have one credit card that I only use to fill. I go fill up gas, and at the end of the month, I pay all of it off except for that 10%, and then I move money into that account to just keep that. But that builds my credit. And there's a lot of people who don't even know this, that there's programs out there. If you can, there's people who have so bad of credit you can't even get a credit card.
Right, like me.
That's me.
I might not be able to get no credit card. So what I'm supposed to do?
That's me.
You ain't leaving me with no hope right now.
Ain't
No, I
lot
am
of
leaving
credit.
you hope.
Okay, give me
But
some
they
hope.
have secured credit cards for you.
Okay.
The ones you got to pay to get.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
A secured credit card is just this, your money's secured. So if I have a secured credit card for $300, they might say, hey, put the $300 down, and but that's the money you're going to put in there, and we're going to secure it so that those funds are already taken care of. Even if you spend the $300, I still have your $300. So it's just secured. But over time, as you show that yourself, that character a little bit, they can
Right.
trust you to do it. They'll reduce that and give you that $300 back, and it's not secured; it's unsecured now. And even at that point, they might even raise your limit.
All right. So I need to get with you once this episode is off, so I can figure out how to get all of these secured lines and stuff like that. Yeah. So what exactly, for those that are listening that might be ignorant to the fact, what exactly is credit, and why is credit so important once you become of age? Because all of a sudden, I'm hearing credit this, credit that,
Credit.
health insurance, life insurance, condoms, just ridiculous shit right now.
Hey, fuck is this shit?
I'm not going to agree with that. I've been heard about that, but
Yeah, we staying away from that one. But no, when we talk about credit, it's your lifeline.
right,
Like, I don't know you from Jane Doe. I don't know the next person you may not see it, but this is what banks look at to see if they can trust with giving you money. Banks are going to look at your credit score to see how reliable you have been and see how much money they could give you and how much they really can trust you with. And then it's how much you've been trusted with already. They're going to give you a little bit more of a line. They're going to give you a little bit more of a line. But if you have negative things on your credit score, they're going to also look at that. And here's the other big thing is if you haven't seen, a lot of people are applying for these jobs, and then on the application it say, can we run your background check and your credit check?
Yeah, what the fuck is
credit check on applications. So you could be denied a job for having bad credit.
What the fuck is
So
that?
why? So is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Do you want the job?
Yes.
If you have good credit, you're more likely to get the job.
How the
But I'm saying, but
how the
I'm
fuck I'm gonna pay these bills without a job?
nah. So my thing is, so is it
Credit. Fuck.
when they look at it? Are they more so looking at your character?
When they are looking at it, now I don't necessarily absolutely agree with it, but when they look at it, they say we can see your character. Okay, so if this person has bad credit, like horrible credit and a lot of debt, he might be more in tune to steal from us.
Yeah, I bet say.
So they're going to look at
It
those
makes
things.
sense. Yeah, it does
They
make
gotta
sense.
look at shit like that.
They have
Yeah.
to know if you're a good, but
Yeah.
a
I
lot
don't
of
steal. I just ain't paid my cell phone bill, bitch. Fuck. Cause I ain't got no job. That's why.
They just need to know if you're
Fuck credit.
responsible and reliable
Yeah.
or not.
Man.
So they're looking
if
at
they
it.
gonna give you all this money. Can we get it back?
Can we get it back? Are we going to get what you said? Are you going to do what you said you're going to do?
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
I'm
simply it.
working for it though.
basically. But when you come to work, will you make excuses when you go to Vegas and shit? That's what they're looking at.
He's going to Vegas.
Yeah, PTO is my excuse. Fuck. On this
PTO,
job.
part thought,
I ain't never understood that.
Pay time off.
Why they
Hey.
take
part thought off. What you say?
Yeah.
What?
Definitely.
So
Pussy
how?
throbbing offense.
Why is
I don't know.
why is why is credit so important? Like, I guess now since you done explained it. I mean,
Oh, no, here, let me give you a big thing that not a lot of people look at.
okay.
If you have bad credit and you go to a car lot and they never tell you the percentage rate that you're going to pay. They tell you how much you're going to pay a month. And you say, okay, I could afford that, or no, I can't afford that, or I'm going to try to afford that. But they never tell you your percentage rate. Why? Because they don't really want to know you to know how much you're going to pay. If you have bad credit, you're probably paying anywhere upwards of 18 to 21%. If you have good credits, high sixes, 700s, you're probably going to pay lower of 2.9, 3.5%. This is what that equates to. If I buy a $20,000 car and I pay it off for 5 years and I'm paying 21%, over that 5 years, I'm going to end up paying $40,000 for that car.
Double that.
I knew it.
If I'm paying 3% on a car, a $20,000 car, the same $20,000 car, over that 5 years, I'm going to spend $26,000. So can you afford to pay for a car twice?
No, I can't
That's
afford.
Do you
to buy
really
cars
want to?
once?
That's why they say
I
pay that
can't
loan
do
off
it.
early.
Do you really want to? Not even don't pay off the loan.
Your credit.
Make them tell you what percentages are going to give you and why. And here's the other thing: do not let the car companies run your credit report, because every time someone runs your credit report, it drops your score. And here's what they'll do: a lot of times they'll run your credit report 5, 6, 7 times just to drop your score, so they can get you for a higher percentage rate.
Damn. So
Or
how
what
we gonna
they're-
get the car? We don't let them run a report.
Or this is what you do: you can get your credit report yourself.
And bring
Take
it
it
to
to
And then you tell
like
them,
a
but
resume.
eventually they have to run it because they need it from their sources. But say, hey, this is my credit report. Tell me what you can do with this. And then the time when we go to the banks, then we'll go to the banks and we'll see what they're going to give us. But you already know what your credit score is. Now, what they'll also do is what they're not telling you is they're going to 3 or 4 different banks and pitting all of these banks against you. So it's like, well, what will you give me? And they're trying to see what is the best rate that they give you. Well, what is the best rate that they can give you themselves against these other banks?
So they really just trying to make some money off of you. More
Oh, yeah.
money.
Yeah,
More
finessing.
finessing. like
Everybody
motherfuckers.
finessing in the world.
Everybody finessing. So and credit
fuck
is to
with
help
buy
you
your
not
pay
get
you.
finessed on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just like you said you bought a house recently. If you buy a house say if your credit score is around 640
Yeah.
or is 640, 620, 640 is where the banks want you at minimum. But even at that minimum, that 640, they're going to give you a high percentage rate. They're going to give you 7, 8, 9%. that you're going to have to pay that 7% back a year, compound interest even on top of that for 30 years. But
you start losing me once you start talking about compounds and all of that kind of stuff, and that's part of my problem because, like I said, I just tune stuff out when it sounds too important.
When it sounds too important,
yeah, and I think and the reason that I'm open enough to say that is because I feel like a lot of people do that because people don't like to hear when things get too grown up and too sophisticated because the words start going over their head or the lingo starts going over their head or the math start going over their head. And if any of those things start going over my head, I'm thinking you trying to play me.
No, but
I think you trying to get over them. That's just me though.
No, I understand that, but and a lot of times what I see in this industry is people are also too ashamed to show me that they're doing bad. But you know what? If you don't identify that you're doing bad, how could you get better? That's
the problem with the world in general. We can't look in the mirror and be like, I can't see my dick. Thankfully, Boogie did, but the rest of the people can't be like, I can't see my dick.
For that.
I need to fix this, or I can't or this is not that bad. Like when my girl, so a lot of people are talking about, and this might not be even in your area, but when Prince died, he didn't leave a will.
Oh, this is exactly in my area. Oh man.
All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. So my mom, I'm sorry, baby, I don't want to put your business out there, but she was married and they getting separated, but her ex-husband is sick and he could die, but he doesn't really have insurance, or he doesn't have insurance. And she didn't know how all that process is going to go, but that seems to be a big thing, like people dying before they have insurance, or if they don't have insurance. Like I don't know if my homie TJ that just got killed, I don't know if his mama had or father had insurance on him, but this is a thing in the African American community: no insurance and bad credit, and generational debt. And we trying to fix that.
The dying thing, the insurance on that. A lot of times we want to buy what we want. We want our J's, we want our hats, we want, what's hot out instead of the longevity thing. We want what's now, but it's important to look towards the future because it's going to cost you more in the end. You could be buried at the J's, but what really doesn't matter? You might only be buried in one, not all 10 pairs that you own. But what are you doing for the long term? Now, a $10,000
Jordan should make caskets.
Bruh.
They might get some money off of that one.
Not mine. I'm sure somebody is gonna be like
Retro 11
casket.
Space Jam casket.
Shoebox.
That's what they really would do. They would make shoebox.
Sneakers, but I would not want no Jordan casket.
Nobody's funeral where this nigga's getting buried
in a patent
Jordan
leather
box.
I'm nothing.
Patent leather in the inside.
Why if that's what they like?
No.
If they really
That's
want
lit.
that.
Yeah,
You a hater.
What did they say? That's what they wanted
waste
before
of
they
money. All y'all
put you in a
niggas is
fucking
idiots.
If they have a
all y'all
way of
turntable
paying
box.
for it,
How's
if
it a
they
waste of
paying
money?
for
They paid
then
for it,
it's
it's
not.
paid
They got
for.
a fucking loan for their credit even worse now.
No, if
It
you
could be
have life
$9,000.
insurance,
The same
Life
as
insurance.
regular
life
That's
casket.
how much a
insurance, that's
regular
what it
casket
pays
is. Imagine
for.
how much a Jordan casket is. Walmart shoes is $20. Jordan's is $200. Imagine how much a Jordan casket gonna be.
I mean,
Right, still,
regular
he gonna
caskets
make his
ain't
money
cheap.
for it.
Regular caskets ain't cheap. Caskets ain't cheap.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
talking
They ain't
anywhere
funeral
between
ain't
Imagine how much a
2,500.
Jordan one gonna be.
Yeah, they're going to be taxed for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if they got
Fuck
life
no.
insurance, it'll cover it. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
can be
it's
It's a
buried
Jordan
with what
life
they want
insurance
to.
policy.
Jordan life insurance
Jordan is a
policy.
cosmetic.
So what was you saying
Cosmetic
about
thing.
it before Boogie started hating?
I hate
If
that
you talk
gotta pay
about
for
the
it.
life insurance policy, say if you took a $10,000 life insurance policy, it might cost you $10 a month.
Right.
Let me be a little bit transparent. I have a $200,000 life insurance policy on myself.
Right.
I pay $25 a month on it.
Right. That's
It's
lit.
not much,
Not much.
but what that goes
It's
to
a
cover
bottle
is,
of Crown.
what it goes, it goes to cover all of my debts when I
It's
pass
crazy how
away.
everybody knew what that was. I said bottle of Crown. It was like you
That
right.
is a bottle of
That
apple.
is.
That is not an Apple Crown.
Damn.
So you pay $25 a month.
I pay $25 a month, and I have a $200,000 policy. If I die, it covers all of my debts when I die, everything that I owe. So my family or my son isn't left with the debt to pay my debt.
Right.
It doesn't go on any of my family members or anything like that. Then it goes to cover my funeral expenses. Then any other debts or anything else. What if my son needs money to survive after I die?
Right. For Backpage.
It just goes
for,
to him.
For school, whatever. It goes to him.
I hope not
said
Backpage.
I mean, you never know.
don't know
Whatever he needs is going to go to him.
So you a
But-
supportive father, and I appreciate that.
But I'm not giving it. It doesn't go to him directly. Now,
Right.
if you have a will,
Yeah.
even those things are debatable in court. That's what I thought you were bringing up with the Prince thing, because everyone's fighting over Prince's money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's fighting over Prince's money. Everyone's still fighting over Michael Jackson's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he had a will, but he did not have a living trust.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a will, that's still up to the courts to decide where your stuff can go. And it could take upwards of 24 months for the courts to decide if they honor your will or not, or how the money is dispersed according to that will. Now, if my son needs money to live right now because I'm not supporting him, because I'm dead, he can't survive 24 months
No.
waiting for them to decide where my life insurance policy goes.
So what do you need to do?
So a living trust.
A living trust.
A living trust is going to decide where all of my money goes
it's a
when
person.
I die.
It's a person.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta trust somebody.
It's a living trust. No, you don't even have to trust anyone. You could have it done with a lawyer. You could have it done through, it's one of the services we even actually provide.
It's a living trust.
We could show you how to get a living trust and put a living trust together.
That's tight, man. Where can they go and find? Can they do it if they don't live in Indianapolis?
They can do it. That's going to be, if they're not in Indianapolis, they're going to have to do it over the phone.
Yeah.
But it's creditindy.com.
Creditindy.com. Creditindy.com. Because I really need you to help me
Right.
build my credit up, because whenever me and my girls start talking about that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a bitch.